how's the Starbucks girl?
Yeah.
How many times is that there? Fucking probably more than once. Why don't we just tally it up and ask it at the end as a fucking big shebang?
I'll skip it.
All right, hold on. What is going on? We are back, episode numero 3. Kicking with Quadro, back on the couch. Didn't feel like going upstairs to the podcast room, so got the old ring light for you guys. So we're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. We got Joey on the couch and Tony behind the camera. So Joey is going to ask away in his beautiful voice the questions from IG. If you guys want your questions asked here on camera, if Joe does it right, he'll say your Instagram name and shout you guys out. But pay attention to my Instagram story. Once in a while, I post up, ask me anything, and we do these Kickin' with Quadro, and we ask and answer the questions. So this is episode number 3. So Joey, take it away. And I haven't read any of these, by the way. These are all fucking new. This is all off the cuff.
First one, very appropriate, from Tanner Smith. Dabs or flower?
Dabs.
That's it.
I mean, what are you going to fucking go on a whole weed tangent?
Nope.
What were you just smoking over there?
Well, I'll answer it with I wouldn't smoke flower in my house.
All right, Swamp Thing. Do you think that you'll come out of retirement for one last show?
Is he calling me that?
No, that's his name.
Say it again. Do I think I'll come out of retirement?
For one last show.
No. I would never come out and look worse than I did. That would be stupid. I don't want to be remembered for being like a lackluster of a competitor. Like I wouldn't want to do that. This isn't just so you guys are clear. This isn't a sport. This isn't like basketball where you could like take a couple years off and still be good at shooting and running. Like this sport, your body reaches a point where you just cannot be. You actually start to regress no matter what you do, and you just have to know when to shut it down. And once you shut it down and go to a more normal lifestyle, there's no coming back from that. There's just not. Once you hit a certain age.
SVT Games. Do I worry more about the diet, or do I still do cardio for fat loss if I walk 30,000 steps a day?
It's a lot of steps.
Yeah.
I mean, my theory is always, is the cardio consistent, right? So if I did yard work, like I would do yard work during prep. I'd be outside for 5.5, 6 hours doing yard work. And I still did my morning cardio, and if I had nighttime cardio, I still did my nighttime cardio. Because outside doing yard work, even though I had 2.5 acres, it's still not consistent cardio. You're not walking on a treadmill consistently. You're not consistently burning calories. But on the other hand, I never track my steps. I think average person is like 5,000 to 10,000 steps a day, right? So 30,000 is an abundance. So I would say I would take that into maybe somewhat of consideration if that's something you do. I never, like I know John Jewett is big with watching what he does with like a Fitbit watch and like taking steps and burning calories and stuff. I was never like that technologically advanced with who I worked with in my preps. So for me, would I take it into consideration? Yes. Would I not do any cardio? No, I would definitely still do cardio.
Greg, fast pitch and fitness.
Give him the heater.
Give him the heater, Ricky.
Give him the heater, Ricky.
Have you ever trained high?
Yes. Have you ever breathed air?
There's a bear shit in the woods.
Yeah, so does a one-legged duck swim in a circle?
Ian Fleming. Can you believe Liver King was on roids this entire time? Insane.
Yeah, wild. Just mind blown. It's so stupid. You know who's stupid? The 1.7 million followers that follow his stupid ass. It's just so ridiculous. Anybody that fell for his facade it just blows my mind. He's so stupid. Eat liver to get stronger. Liver, like didn't he have? If you ate the organ, the organ that you're eating, that organ gets stronger. That was like one of his fucking concepts. That I'm gonna eat fucking cow dick, cow balls. See what happens.
Andrew Garrow. Why are so many people writing Ian off for top 10 but have guys like Crizzo and Andrew Jacked instead?
So my answer to that is I can't answer because I have Ian in the top 10 easy. So I don't know who would be writing him off unless you're talking about Bro Chat. But I don't remember the list, but I do remember the list does include Ian in my top 10. I wouldn't put Crizzo or Jacked above Ian. at all. So I would put Ian above them leaps and bounds. So
I think Brandon Curry's picks were wild. And
yeah, Brandon's picks were crazy, but they were crazy, but it was very good. You know,
Kim Arvidsson.
Chick.
I would hope. I would guess so. Who knows? It's 2022. What do you think
Could
is
be
the
Chinese.
best thing of retirement? Be Chinese.
I'm saying, right? It could. The name's Kim. It could be a Chinese fucking screen name.
Could be Chinese
True or
boy,
false?
Chinese
Thank
boy.
you.
Yeah, Kim.
Best thing about retirement, not having the worry about consistently eating at this time and scheduled meals or stopping to eat, or like I can eat when I want and I don't have to worry to hit a certain amount of meals, whether I'm in the off season and trying to gain weight or I'm prepping and I have to get meals in. I'm less scheduled with my eating and more relaxed. And I think after doing it since 2003 is when I started bodybuilding, and I stopped in 2021. So what's that, 18 years? So after being very regimented with food for 18 years, it's very good to fucking let off the gas a little bit and be a little more relaxed with it. Does that answer the fucking question?
Yeah, 18
You look at me like
18 years of doing that is crazy to think about. But
sucks.
Jumping jacks, IFBB Pro. Do you eat more protein when off cycle to compensate, or less because you can't use as much?
Say it again?
So do you eat more protein when off cycle?
No. Because if your body is not utilized, so one of the main reasons people take PEDs is for recovery and how the body utilizes the protein and the food that you intake and recovery. So if you're not taking those things, you actually would do the opposite and actually eat less protein, because you're actually putting too much strain now on your liver and your kidneys and all that. So no, if you're actually not taking PEDs, the best thing to do would be to actually do the opposite and give your body a break and take less protein, because you're not going to get any gain from just adding abundance of protein or carbs. You increase that when you add the PEDs in, but you don't want to keep all that super high all year round, because then you're putting a real strain on your kidney and your liver.
From Thomas Rasparada, what do you think your best look was during your career?
I'm guessing year?
Show, year?
I'm testing off this, but taking notes. 14 New York Pro was crazy look, even though I took second. 2015, I would say that, and the Korea show we talked about earlier that I actually took last 7th. That was a crazy look for me. I would say the 15 Olympia. So I would say between 14 and 15 was my sweet spot. I mean, if you think about it, 13 I started doing pretty good. 11 I won my first show. So you could say that 11 I started doing good, but 12 was a shit year. 13 I started gaining my traction again. 14, 15, 16, 17 were my prime fucking years of competing.
Thomas again. Is deer jerky best year round?
Is deer jerky good to eat year round?
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't eat it pre-contest. Imagine somebody's fucking meal 3, 5 slices of fucking venison jerky.
Doc back. What was the overall feeling you had when you saw the painting of you at Apollon on the wall?
It was humbling. I mean, I never thought anybody would paint a fucking mural of my ass anywhere. So when you see something like that, you're pretty taken back. You know, I've been doing this for a long time. You know, I've seen my mural. There's a mural of my logo in a gym in Czech Republic that somebody sent me, which is hilarious. I didn't even know it was there. And obviously there was posters and pictures, but when somebody puts forth the effort and goes through something like that and spends the money to have an artist come out and paint something like that, it's pretty cool to see. It's not many people live their life and die and say they had a mural then painted somewhere. So, pretty damn cool. One of the coolest things and that's ever happened.
Lisa, what are you currently doing for cardio?
So I have 3. I have a Stairmaster in my garage, and then in my basement I have a recumbent bike and a treadmill. So I do one of those 3 things. And I bought a jump rope. I was doing that until I hurt my fucking knee.
I can't picture you doing a jump rope, dude.
Bro, for football, for college, we had to jump rope for 30 minutes as a test. 30 fucking minutes of jump rope. Yeah, I swear to God, 30 minutes of that shit.
Colin Greer, Ben or Ian in a fight, who's winning?
It's like the Hulk versus Pirates of the Caribbean.
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow versus the Hulk. Who do you got? I mean, does Ben have a fucking sword? Does Ian use the Hulk smash? Oh man, in a fight, Ian looks like he would just get fucking pissed. Like he looks like he would get so angry, he would just smash the shit out of somebody. I'm just gonna go with Ian.
Colin, again, how much caffeine do you consume on a daily basis?
One of these.
What is that, hibiscus mint?
It's fucking Bolero from my fridge. I finished my coffee, just use it as a cup.
Ryan Cullinane, when are you going to Vegas for the O? Will a fan have the chance to train with you?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm very bad at booking flights. I think it was me and my videographer were talking about this today. I will probably fly out Thursday or Wednesday, and then I'll be there through. I have a meetup on Sunday I have to do, so I'll probably stay through Sundays, and I'll probably end up leaving Monday. Train with me. I mean, yeah, if you want to train, if you're around, message me, show up. It's just people just have to understand. If you message me, I get a lot of DMs a day. A lot of good ones. A lot of ones telling me I should kill myself. So sometimes I won't see a DM. So just know that you might have to DM me more than once. Okay. I have a lot of taints. Yep. A lot of people begging for feet pics. Great times.
Mr. Fuad, why do you love Fuad more than everyone else?
Because he runs the show.
The boss.
By default, I have to. You always got to be nice to the boss, the boss that runs the show.
Mike Garlic is asking about what foods create havoc for you in your health. What do you avoid?
I avoid oats, sweet potato, and fried foods. Like that, we go like I won't eat like fried mozzarella. I won't eat galamad. I won't eat like sushi rolls that are deep fried. Yeah, and brown rice I won't eat. So brown rice, sweet potato, and oatmeal I stay away from. I do cream of rice, white potato, and jasmine rice or basmati or sushi rice.
Matt Friedman, can't really seem to grow my lower mid back. What movements helped you grow?
Lower mid. So that would be like anything underhand, right? So I would do like bent over underhand rows. You could do reverse pull downs, close grip reverse pull downs. Even doing some sort of pullover. You just obviously when you're doing pullovers, you have to pull the right way, or you're not going to feel it in the right place. Or even like a seated medium grip cable row. The one that has that almost is shaped like a U, so you can pull through and get that extra little like 3 inches at the bottom of the movement for your mid back. And chin ups, not pull ups, chin ups. Chin ups or close grip pull ups, because wide grip wouldn't be working the mid.
Paul D, thoughts on DECA for joint and minor shoulder pain?
A lot of people says it helps. I do 100 twice a week. Do I think it really helps? No, I just do it because I hope that it helps. And I don't really notice much from it. But my doctor said that it helps for joints, so I just stay on it.
Okay, Ro Ibarra, best ways to develop medialis, the teardrop. Thanks, Guy. Big fan.
Sissy squats, leg extensions. Obviously, when you do leg extensions, you have to make sure, depending upon the seat and your toe positioning, it's going to depend on how low or high you're targeting. So you have to make sure your feet positioning are correct in the leg extension. Sissy squats, if hack squats are done the right way with your feet positioning, that could be a very good one as well. And another good one to target teardrop is what I like to do is on a Smith machine. If you can squat, but instead of bringing your feet in front of you like you normally would to target more of like a straight parallel squat, you actually keep your feet underneath you. It's kind of the way Ian talks about doing it, where he kind of lets his knee come over his toe. People think that's so bad, but that actually targets actually a different part of the quad. And that's actually another way to actually target that as well.
Tyler McCommon, what's your favorite cut of steak?
Skirt.
Brandon Bung. Random question. Who invented standardized the mandatory poses?
Fail.
Yeah, I don't know. Mr. Newkirk.
I would say that the organization. If I had to guess, I would say the leaders.
Mr. Newkirk asking if you want to get a lift in next time you're in Dallas.
Whatever you want, Mikey Mike.
Blanchett Kevin. Just wanted to say your YouTube video with your brother was great, and and my wife loves you.
Thank you. Love you too. Love her more.
Check your DMs from this
Yeah.
guy.
What's your wife's screen name?
Screen name.
Oh, that's screen name.
That's dated.
What's up, AOL Instant Messenger?
That's dated.
That's great.
Kupayana. What's your go-to snack when you're in a prep?
I swear on everything that I love, I've never snacked a day in my life in prep. I don't even know what to say. Diet soda.
Right.
The only thing I used to do is if I got really hungry, this is an Evan Centopani trick. You know the Shake Cool Whip, the one? I would fucking use that, and if I got really hungry or like really bad craving, like 1 or 2 squirts of that in your mouth because of all the air, and there's really nothing to it besides like a little bit of fucking whatever you buy, like sugar-free cream or whatever. That would normally fill me up pretty good. But snacking, no, I never snacked on shit.
Team 3CC Carlos. So
This is gonna be a health question.
This is a Boston guy.
Yeah.
Hey, big guy. Big fan. Wanted to know how much clen and how long for just to bring down the last 10 pounds.
If you're just adding it in at that time, I would say 0.20 twice a day. I mean, how much? I mean, if you're just going to add it in at the end, that's where you start. Say 0.20 before cardio and then 0.20 before you train. If you train and do cardio both at the same time, then just 1 in the morning, 1 later in the afternoon.
Kevin O. Hall. What's your biggest pet peeve when coaching someone?
People falling off track and not admitting to it, because it's so easy to fucking see somebody not following a plan, right? Because if you're giving somebody a certain amount of food, whether it's high or low, and they're not going in a certain direction, like there's so many times where I have to ask like 5 different questions in order to get the correct answer. Like it happened in the gym the other day. I asked a guy about how he eat off plan on Thanksgiving, and he said yes, and I said, well, what about after that? And he was like, well, I mean, I stayed on plan for the most part, and I go, no, it's a yes or a no. It's not a like 80-20 here. It's a yes or a no. It's 100 or a 0. And he's like, okay, then yes. And like right then, I knew he did it because he already admitted that he kind of did because his weight went up 3 pounds. So it just if people, like, everybody makes mistakes, everybody fucks up. It's not that it's fine. It's fixable, and it's a lot more easily fixed if I don't have to figure it out 5 days later. And you just come out and say, I fucked up. This is what I did. This is where we're at. What can I do?
Mr. Borg Realtor, Cy.
Hate you.
You gonna grow your hair back?
No. Unless I had a hairline like you. Fuck.
These are like half thoughts, some of these things.
Read them.
What's your opinion on OnlyFans girls label their name as athlete and then making way more money than doesn't finish the thought? I don't know what the question is. Like,
mad that that an OnlyFans girl is making more money than a professional athlete?
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Is that what it was?
Mad,
I think they're
about
trying to say that they label themselves as athletes on Instagram and then have OnlyFans.
If you think you're an athlete because you're showing your boobs and your butt, you're just an idiot. Label yourself as an idiot. Can you do that? If you're just showing your tits and ass on it, like, I don't listen. You want to do it, do it, fucking whatever. But don't do it and say you're an athlete. Like, what athlete are you? Like, what do you stretch because they can't take a picture?
Right, I think these like girls that don't compete, like.
Yeah, like, what do you put? Like, do they do that for like W-2 purposes?
W-2?
Yeah, like I'm an athlete. Like,
1099s
yeah, 1099s. Yeah. Should I put down I'm a shit talker? Because everybody that I fucking talk to on Instagram, I do up when I'm taking a dump. So stupid.
Daniel J. Katz, do you know him?
Yeah, that's from Australia.
Yep. So we're coming to the U.S. in January. Can we come visit?
I hate your guts now.
JJ Marini, how long are your training sessions generally?
You train me hour and a half, about. Yeah. Right.
Rep Stephen Ricci, do you think open bodybuilding is entering a golden era, even better than the 90s?
It's hard to say golden because those guys were. They're saying golden because of the flow of everybody's physiques. It's hard to say because back then their physiques were a lot more thinner and like streamlined. Now these guys are like mutants with symmetry. So back to golden era, no. Back to a more is that tank or story? Yeah. Can you get that on camera?
He woke up.
You woke up?
He did.
That's a good thumbnail. Okay, next question. Nick Karalikis, how are you feeling? Still sexy as fuck? Question mark.
That's, you know who that is from MFit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I hate you too.
Scomore 12.
This ring light is fucking killing me.
When is the next round of the TRT Olympics? Is it at the O?
Probably. I'll be 2-0.
Are vegan protein powders okay to use if I have IBS?
I mean, what triggers IBS, right? So I would say no, it shouldn't trigger IBS, right? Based on what IBS is triggered by.
Yeah, whatever triggers the inflammation, I would stay away from that.
But I don't think anything in vegan protein triggers that.
I would assume it's a lactose thing more so.
Yeah.
Who's stronger? This is from Kavanaugh Lifting. Dallas, Luke, James, Akeem, or Ian?
Okay, not James, not Ian. Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas was one of the strongest motherfuckers I ever saw. He was strong as fuck. I trained with him multiple times. And he could just, I mean, like his deadlift was just insane to watch. And he could deadlift, squat, and like he could do them all. Like, you know how everybody's got like their sweet spot? He was like a white Ronnie. Like he was just he powered through it all. Like it was incredible. I got to go with Dallas. I mean, I trained with Luke and Ben multiple occasions, but I mean Dallas was just a fucking freak, man. And he was young.
Nat Ramirez, realtor. Having knee pains. Any remedies?
I mean, the only thing I can really tell you to do is stretch, a recumbent bike, and get some PT work done. It's really all you can do.
Eric Arias, thoughts on pro hormones?
I would say it's a good alternative, but just be careful what you're taking because depending upon what you're taking, how you're taking, like some of those things need to be taken with like a gear support and like PCT. A lot of people just take them because they think it's a safe alternative to steroids. And I wouldn't say that it's not a safe alternative to steroids, but what I'm saying is there's still precautionary things that you have to do if you're going to take them because they work and they're strong.
Blase Parish, go-to deer meat meal.
It's called ragu. It's made with pasta. It's pasta, deer meat, and like almost like a ragu-y kind of sauce. It's almost like a picture like a pasta bolognese with like instead of like the bolognese like ground up, it's almost like chunks of like shaved beef. You know what shaved? But they're like whole. You know, it's called ragu. I don't know. That's what it's called.
Thailand the tuna. Snacks that will curb cravings but not royally screw the diet.
A sugar-free popsicle or a diet soda, man. That's it.
And he said also, Nick and Guy podcast, can't wait.
Yes, sir.
Dylan Lorero, if you had to go back in time to restart a prep, which one would you choose?
Restart? Probably 2015 Miami Pro, because I didn't do one fucking step of cardio the entire prep. It was fucking insanity. I didn't step on the fucking treadmill once.
No.
Nope, not one time. And I was fucking peeled.
Christian Boyle, is a primary back day with a secondary back day and an arm day over bicep work. So he's asking essentially what we do.
Yeah, I do. So we do chest on Monday. We do back on Monday, and then we do chest and back again on Saturday. But it's not a chest or a back day as if we're trying to break records, and we use moderate weight with moderate reps, and we do about, I would say, anywhere from 7 to 9 sets for each, and that's it. So I kind of do the same thing, so I agree with that.
Sean Sanders, toughest non-bodybuilding obstacle you have to overcome?
Relationships. Sucks. This industry is very hard. Very hard. It's very hard because you're in an industry where it's about looks, it's about everybody's posting what they have, who they are, and everybody's always looking for the next best thing. And it's very and with the way social media is, and just the industry that I'm in, it's very easy just to move on to the next. And it's very hard to find like loyal, truthful, honest people, and it's very scary, you know. So I kind of just sit back and watch.
Joe Rice, I'd like to kick Quadro in the shin.
I like to break your video camera.
Danny Reagan, best childhood moment. Love the RBP in your channel. Italian.
Childhood moment. I would say scoring the overtime touchdown in high school football versus our rival team, Lakeland. That was fucking crazy. I was a senior in high school. That was a wild fucking day. High school football was wild for me. You know, because college I played, but you know, in high school I was like the fucking, when you go to college, you got all the fucking superstars on one team. In high school, you got a couple superstars on one team. In high school, I was good, really good. And that day was fucking. I had the craziest game of my life, and we won in overtime. It was fucking insane. That whole day was crazy.
Jose Iparra, what's the current split?
Monday back, Tuesday chest, shoulders, Wednesday legs, Thursday off, Friday arms, Saturday chest, back, Sunday off.
Current gear protocol.
Get ready, it's gonna be a fucking long one. I take 100 mgs a test twice a week. I take 100 mgs a deca twice a week, and that's it.
Pipes. What's your favorite Italian dish?
Chicken parm. That's my birthday dish every year. Chicken parm. My mom makes it for me, and not that fucking baked in the oven shit, ma. Not that she watches shit.
Same guy. What's your favorite cut of beef? And are you a fan of fish and pork?
My favorite cut to eat, if I could eat every day, if it was healthy for you, would be skirt steak. But it's very fucking it's very fatty. That's my favorite cut of meat. And fish and what was it? Pork. Pork I don't fuck with. I hate pork. I don't like anything to do with pork. Fish I love. I eat fucking salmon, bassa fish every single day. I prefer fish when I go out because I don't like how people cook fucking steak half the time. And there was one more question?
That was it?
No, there's definitely one more. I thought I didn't answer.
Or not?
So we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
All right, so we're done. We're done. Bye.